Hello viewers, welcome to the second instalment of the Opel Corsa crap car collection. The work has been done. I'm here in Gorey in County Wexford. Make sure I don't get run over to collect it. So the garage I can actually see is just over there. And yeah, look forward to this one. Something rather interesting here that was caught my eye. Look at that. It's alright, isn't it? Nice convertible 306. It's been there for quite a while actually. I remember that being here a couple of years back. Looks like it's some kind of a sitting advertisement for something. Oh, hang on, I can see my car. Why is it there? Shouldn't be there, should it? Okay, you know, because we're in Tesco car park, and there is my car. They must have enough space for in the garage. Good sign, isn't it? I'm going to get to the garage and see what the story is. That's strange, really wasn't expecting that to be sitting there. Weird. Okay, so I'm in the Corsa. I've popped some coolant in, bought some coolant in Tesco. I thought that would be a pretty wise thing to do. I've just started it up. Took a few cranks. It's obviously rather low on battery, having sat here for a while. I should probably get the blower on to clear my windscreen because it's fairly wet. There's obviously some kind of moisture getting in. That little rag's not going to do much, really, is it? Still got my engine warning light, but it doesn't look like I've got my battery warning light yet. So I'm quite nervous about this trip, actually, not going to lie. And that doesn't usually happen with me in these old cars. I usually just get on with it and I'm away and I'm happy and all that. But because this has caused me so much grief, just give it a little rev there, I'm a little bit concerned. So put the blower on, see if I can clear this windscreen a bit before I set off. Reluctant to tempt fate here, but I'm 8 miles into the journey, just passing Arklow in County Wicklow, and so far all is going to plan, which is all I'm kind of prepared to say at this moment in time. So continue to cross your fingers for me. Okay, journey update time. We're about to pass the exit for Ashford in County Wicklow, and it's positive so far. I'm touching 70 miles an hour and it seems okay. I mean, I'm keeping them crossed because you just never know what might happen. You know, I'm attempting to probably put a sixth of the total miles it's done in about 5 years in the one journey. It's only done about 600 miles in the last 5 years, according to all the old NCT certificates. And here I am trying to do 100 and whatever miles home. So, you know, can you see me? There we are. So yeah, still a bit concerned, but the news so far is positive. I think I perhaps overfilled the coolant reservoir a little bit because the temperature is actually showing kind of a third warm, if that makes any sense, like a third hot. And there might also be maybe a bit of an electrical issue as well, because it likes to kind of hop up and back between the middle and kind of cold. So not out of the woods just yet. Hello. I have made Dublin's M50, which in itself is an astonishing achievement for this car. Annoyingly though, I can see a sign for congestion from junction 16 to 14, and we're just passing 17. So we're going to see how this thing performs in traffic, and that does worry me a little bit with, you know, the previous overheating concerns it's had. So yeah, not really looking forward to that. But the mere fact that it's gotten me this far is fairly extraordinary. So again, keep the fingers crossed that we make it just a little bit further. I'm stopping off in Dublin for a couple of hours and then we'll head properly home a little bit later on. So I'm almost at my first destination. Journey update then, hello, from the Corsa. I knocked that off because I'm in heavy traffic, but you can still hear me. So yeah, I am stuck here then in relatively heavy traffic on the M50. It's just begun to move a bit, but actually now it's just slowing down as I say that. But it seems to be managing it okay. It's kind of a nightmarish situation, this, when you've got an old car that you're not that familiar with and you've had cooling issues with in the past, and then you just launch it into a load of really heavy traffic after a long drive where the engine's going to be pretty hot. Not an ideal situation, but what can I do? My exit's coming up in like 2. This is exit 12 for Knockline and Furhouse on Dublin's M50. I'm coming off, I think, in 2, so I might as well just stick with it at this stage. But yeah, no, my temperature gauge is showing just over 90 degrees. That kind of fluctuates a bit, but it hasn't been skyrocketing up, which is great. But I'm not really sure if I trust it that much, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, as you can see here now, I am grinding to a halt, which is a bit frustrating. Can you feel that vibration? Can you kind of see that in the camera? That's the engine running a little bit lumpy when you slow down. I mean, I am going to service this as soon as I get it home over the weekend. Today's Thursday, so I'll try and get that done over the weekend, hopefully. Do sparks, filters, oil, sparks? Spark plugs. Hopefully there will be no sparks. Sparks, filters, spark plugs, filters, and oil. If I can get that sentence out of my mouth. There's a lot going on here at the minute, and I'm a lot calmer and kind of more confident than I was an hour ago, but you know, still just need to get to my location and then I can chill out. The traffic's freeing up a little bit here and everything seems to be under control. I've got the heater on, the 3rd speed, to try and dissipate any of the excess heat from the engine. But it's a really cold night out there. It's going to be the coldest night of this kind of winter period so far, with yellow weather warnings out for snow and ice. So a good night to have the temperature on full whack. Journey update. I've made it to Dublin. I left you at a petrol station a while back and I've arrived at another one. And thankfully the journey has gone absolutely swimmingly. I can't quite believe it. I've been kind of really lucky and quite blessed. And I do think there's the bones of a really good little car here. I was stuck in traffic on the M50, as you saw there, for ages, probably a good 40 minutes. And it didn't overheat at all. In fact, I've got the bonnet open here just to make, sorry, there we go, just to make sure everything is okay and it looks fine. And you know, I mean, obviously the engine's nice and warm, but I mean, it's not roasting hot, which is kind of what I thought it would be. Not going to go near the coolant reservoir because it'll probably explode with all the pressure in the system. But remarkably, yeah, it's gone absolutely fine. So I'm about another 10-15 minute drive from my little kind of stop off point for the next few hours, and then I'll try and get it back home to County Louth. But for now, things are going really, really well, which obviously means something catastrophically wrong is just about to happen. Hello again. I'm now heading north on Dublin's M50. I've completed my pit stop. I'm going to knock this off, and everything so far is going kind of worryingly well. So, you know, kind of suspiciously good. If you know what I mean. I'm just waiting for something disastrous to happen, but we're bombing along here doing 60 mile an hour, about 100 kilometers an hour, and I've got zero complaints. Everything seems to be going just fine. Welcome back to the Corsa. Knock that off there. I've completed my little pit stop, a few hour pit stop to get some rest. And I'm now heading north again on the M50, about to join the M1 in Dublin. And I have to say, everything is going absolutely fine so far. I'm a little bit worried because that usually means that something dreadful is going to happen as I drive under an incoming Ryanair flight. Yeah, you can tell by the harp on the tail there. It's cool, isn't it? Yeah, just here with the M1 M50 interchange section, and I'm 80 miles in, oh no, sorry, 78 miles into this journey, and everything's fine. I actually can't believe it so far. Not going to count my chickens just yet because there's still probably a good 20-30 miles until I get home. So let's just hope that everything continues to go well. Still got my engine warning light illuminated in front of me, but that's not really causing me any concern at all. I did have the low oil warning light flickering when I was in traffic earlier on, but I think that was like related to a temperature thing because I dumped a load of oil into it last week or 2 weeks ago when this thing failed me. So I don't think there's any oil leaks. I haven't really been underneath to check at all, so maybe there's a massive one, but hopefully there's not. It is time for a radio test. Does it work, my Grundig stereo? When did you last hear or see a Grundig anything? Does it work? Let's see. Yes, it kind of does. It works really badly, but there is noise coming from a radio, so I count that as a win. It doesn't have an aerial on the back. That looks like it's been robbed, nicked, or just fell off. So I'll probably have to replace that, and that might improve my stereo experience. That was an awful lot of grit being kicked up there by the BMW in front of me, so that will have showered the already rusty front bonnet with salt. Just what I need, just what I need. Anyway, let's keep the head down, let's keep ploughing on. My journey is nearing an end, and I just can't quite believe how faultless this car has been. Second time around, it's been absolutely perfect. I mean, yeah, look, I know there are problems, there are issues that are going to need addressing. A bit of a lumpy idle. We've got corrosion concerns on the bonnet. It does smell of old people in here, and also kind of a lingering smell of cigarette smoke as well. But the temperature gauge is weird. It keeps going up and then going down. I don't fully trust the fuel gauge either, unfortunately. The radio's a bit knackered. My little temperature gauge for the outside temperature doesn't work. I fear there may be an interior leak somewhere, given all the condensation that was on the windscreen when I picked it up earlier. There's a squeal from the brakes as well. And of course, it hasn't quite gotten me home just yet. There's still 15 minutes worth of driving ahead of me. So, you know, it's not guaranteed that I'm definitely going to get home, but I'm an awful lot more confident than I was at, what, 4 o'clock this afternoon when I picked it up. But yeah, this has been a completely carefree and rather enjoyable journey. It's amazing how my feelings have been transformed from that of absolute abject fear to enjoyment and confidence. There I am. I'm really surprised that this has gone so far as well as it has done, really. But it's testament to this wonderful little machine. And it's a shame to think, really, isn't it, that, you know, maybe if I hadn't have purchased it, it might have gone for scrap. I mean, who's really looking for a 27-year-old 1-litre hatchback that's got absolutely zero features? Nobody's looking for that, are they? Apart from me. It's pretty bright, and just like that, it's gotten me home. I can't believe it, honestly. The last time I attempted to do a journey in this car, it left me stranded at the side of the road with a broken fan belt tensioner, overheating, no alternator, no power, no electricity, and it was an absolute disaster. And you know what, I just had this feeling that something like that would happen again today, but it hasn't. It hasn't, and I'm absolutely delighted that it hasn't, obviously. Wonderful. I'm stunned. It's done so well. This journey it's just ticking over to 110 miles today, and I haven't had to put any fuel in it at all. It had about half a tank when I left Wexford at 3:30, 4 o'clock this afternoon. It's now 10:15, 16 minutes past 10. Extraordinary. I mean, I will need fuel at some stage. I'm trying to figure out if it's got a fuel warning light or not, a low fuel level light. My Rover Streetwise didn't, and I got a feeling that because this is the poverty spec model, it probably won't either. And the needle's well in the red, and no lights come on, so that probably answers my question, doesn't it? I can turn the heating off there, but it's gotten me home. Honestly can't quite believe it. What a car! What a car! Wonderful stuff. I knew there was a good car in here. I really did. I was absolutely sure of it when it left me stranded, of course. Right, I'm going to go in. I'm going to have a cup of tea, relax, get a night's sleep under my belt, because I'm quite tired after all this travelling, and I'll update you in the morning. Night. This is not the next morning. It is, in fact, the evening of a few days later. Basically just recording this to cap the video off, really, to do an outro, because I completely forgot to. Everything's wonderful in the Corsa. I'll do a full detailed kind of video tour of it in probably my next video. I've also got to tell you the latest news on the Rover Streetwise, which used to be parked down there, and it's not anymore. So what's happened? Those videos will be coming very soon, but of course there's going to be plenty of Corsa content. Alliteration, it's all right, isn't it? Coming on the channel very soon. All right, thanks for watching. Delighted I got a home. Bye-bye.